My beloved child, stop everything you're doing right now. I brought you here, not by accident, not by a scroll, not by coincidence. I have something urgent to tell you. And it cannot wait. Listen. You've been searching for answers in silence. You've been crying where no one sees. You've been asking, God, where are you? And this is what I want you to know, I never left. You may feel far from me, but I am closer than your very breath. I have seen the nights you couldn't sleep. I have heard the words you could not even say. And now, before another step forward, I must speak into your heart. There is a shift coming. 2025 will not be like the years before. It carries weight in the spirit. What is coming will require a deeper connection to me, and that is why I am calling your name today. You have trusted in your own strength for too long. You've been trying to fix, to control, to solve, but I have been waiting for you to surrender. Not because I want to take control from you, but because I want to give you peace. You've carried burdens that were never yours to carry. You've taken responsibility for things that only I can redeem. And that's why your soul is so tired. You weren't meant to fight every battle alone. Child, look at me. Look up. I am your defender. I am your shelter. And yes, I am the God of the impossible. But in 2025, you will need more than belief. You will need faith that moves you to action. You will need obedience, not out of fear, but out of love. You see, the enemy has tried to wear you down before this year began. He hoped you would walk into this season wounded and doubting. But I allowed the shaking, not to destroy you, but to awaken you. And you are awakening now. Let me show you what is real. Let me remind you, the greatest battles are not in flesh and blood. The loudest voices are not always speaking truth. And the most dangerous thing is not the storm outside, but the doubt inside your heart. I came to tell you, the time is short. Not in fear, but in purpose. There is a mission I have placed on your life that cannot be delayed any longer. You feel it already. That tug in your chest, that uneasiness when you try to go back to what was. That is me, calling you into the new. I am doing something fresh, but it cannot fit into the old wineskins. The old habits. The old mindset. The old fears. That's why I've been closing certain doors. No matter how hard you tried to open them again. You thought I was punishing you. But I was protecting you. Because what's coming in 2025 is not for the distracted. It is not for the lukewarm. It is for those who will walk with me in the fire and still believe. Yes, you may tremble. Yes, you may have questions. But you will know me. And knowing me will be your anchor in the shaking that comes. Don't panic. I'm not speaking this to scare you. I am speaking to prepare you. I never send my children into battle without a word. And this is my word to you, come closer. Come quieter. Come daily. Begin by giving me your mornings again. Take 5 minutes, yes, just 5 minutes, and write down what you are still hoping for. Lay it at my feet. And let me breathe on it. The world will keep yelling. Fear will keep knocking. But I will whisper to your soul, if you make room. You say you don't have time, but child, the truth is, you don't have time not to. Because in 2025, decisions will come quickly. Opportunities will open suddenly. And only those who are listening will know which ones are from me. You won't have time to guess. You'll need discernment. And discernment grows in stillness, not in chaos. That's why I'm calling you now. Before the noise gets louder. Before the pressure increases. Let me teach you how to walk in peace even when the world shakes. Do you trust me enough to listen deeper? Do you trust me enough to release the plans that you built without me? I'm not asking you to give up your dreams. I'm asking you to return them to me, so I can show you the ones that were mine all along. I am not far. I am right here. I am holding back the darkness for you every single day. You don't see it, but I am. And all I ask is that you begin again with me. Not perfectly. Not fearfully. Just sincerely. Start with one prayer. One breath. One moment of surrender. You've been strong for so long. But now it's time to be held. Let me hold you. Let me fight for you. Let me prepare your heart for what is coming. This is only the beginning. But it is a holy one. And as we go deeper, I will reveal more. Are you ready, child? Then take this next step. In silence. In stillness. With me. Have you ever felt that your prayers were hitting a ceiling? That no matter how much you cried out, heaven remained silent? My child, I know the questions that linger in the corners of your mind. Why haven't you answered me, God? Why did you let that happen? How much longer must I wait? And I hear them. All of them. But let me tell you something you may not realize yet: silence is not absence. Delay is not denial. What you saw as my distance was actually my protection. There were things forming against you in the spiritual realm that you didn't even know how to fight. And I stood between you and them, quietly. Lovingly. Patiently. I watched over you like a shepherd guards his sheep at night. You didn't see me. But that doesn't mean I wasn't there. You've been walking through fire, and you thought I had abandoned you. But child, I was in the fire with you. Just like I stood with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The flames did not consume them, and they will not consume you. You thought you were losing everything. But I was stripping away what couldn't follow you into what's next. In 2025, I will not allow my chosen to be entangled by the same chains that held them back for years. The time for passivity is over. You cannot carry old bondage into a new season of purpose. You say, but I was comfortable there, Lord. And I say, but comfort was killing you slowly. I disrupted your patterns, not to punish you, but to position you. To shake you loose from what you made an idol. A job. A relationship. A false identity. A hidden fear. I loved you too much to let you keep calling that prison home. That's why you felt everything crumble. Because I was tearing down what man built, so I could rebuild with my hand. Let me show you what rebuilding looks like. I will restore what the locusts have eaten. I will turn ashes into beauty. But you must stop trying to put the broken pieces back together in the same shape. Let them go. I am not asking you to forget, but to release. Release the bitterness. Release the person who never apologized. Release the future you designed without me. You say you're waiting on me, but truly, I've been waiting on your surrender. Child, the battle is not outside, it's in your heart. You've asked for breakthrough, but your hands are still full of resentment, regret, and fear. How can I pour new oil into a vessel already overflowing with pain? Empty it. Make room. Not just emotionally. Spiritually. Physically. Go into your home and remove the things that keep you tied to the past. That old letter, that secret habit, that grudge you revisit when you're alone. Those are spiritual weights. And 2025 will require lightness, because the assignments will come suddenly. You cannot delay your healing any longer. I want to move through you, not just for you. And that means you must be whole. Not perfect, but healed enough to walk freely when I call. Think of Joseph. Betrayed. Forgotten. Imprisoned. It looked like I was silent. But every step was part of the plan. The pit was not the end. The prison was not the end. The silence was not the end. I was preparing him to preserve a generation. And I'm doing the same with you. You've cried enough. Now it's time to trust. Because what's ahead will require spiritual eyes. The shaking that began will continue. Nations will shift. Systems will tremble. But those who are anchored in me will not be moved. You don't need to fear the future when you walk with the one who holds it. My child, hear me, the enemy's greatest tactic is not violence, it is distraction. He wants to dull your spirit. To make you so tired, so disappointed, that you stop expecting me to move. But I am moving. And you will see it, if you don't give up now. Take a bold step today. Write down one lie you've believed about me, and burn it. Yes, burn it. Physically if you must. Let it go. Then write a truth to replace it. Keep that truth by your bed. Read it aloud every night. Let it renew your mind. That is how you fight in this season, not with swords, but with truth. Not with panic, but with peace. Not with control, but with surrender. The world will be loud in 2025. But you will not be. You will be still. And in that stillness, I will speak. In that stillness, I will restore. In that stillness, I will reveal the assignments that were hidden for such a time as this. Do not miss them, child. You were born for this moment. But you must stay awake. You must be willing to walk away from what no longer serves your soul. I am drawing a line in the spirit. Who will walk with me into what's next? I know it's not easy. But the reward will be peace like you've never known. You don't have to figure it all out today. Just follow me step by step. Let me disrupt what needs to be broken. So I can build what hell cannot shake. We are not done. There is more to say. Are you still listening? Then come closer. Because what I reveal next will require your full attention. You are not here by accident. This moment was written into your timeline long before the pain arrived. I've been waiting for your heart to quiet enough to hear me. And now that you're listening, let me go deeper. Child, the world taught you to harden. To protect yourself. To build walls. But I am not here to harm you, I'm here to heal you. I know you've been disappointed. You trusted, and were betrayed. You gave, and were rejected. You believed, and things still fell apart. And somewhere deep inside, a voice whispered, maybe God won't show up for me. But today, I silence that voice. That is not me. That is not truth. I have never turned away from you. Even in the moment you doubted me most. I held your tears in my hand. I never waste pain. I always redeem it. But redemption doesn't look like returning to the past. It looks like me leading you somewhere better. And to go there, you must be willing to let go. Forgiveness is not excusing what they did, it's choosing not to carry it anymore. Let me free you from what they said. From what they didn't say. From the apology that never came. From the version of you that had to pretend to be okay. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. The truth is, the very thing that made you cry, will soon become the place of your greatest testimony. I am restoring your voice. The one you silenced to survive. The one you buried beneath pain. You will speak again. You will believe again. You will dream again. And the enemy will regret the day he touched you. Because I will use the scars he gave you as weapons of compassion to heal others. There is power in your story, because I am in it. And I am not done writing. But child, if you try to write your own version out of fear, you will miss what I want to do through faith. So let go of the pen. Give it back to me. I know how the story ends. And I promise, there is glory on the other side of this surrender. Keep walking with me. Keep trusting. You're closer than you think. This is your turning point. And the fire you've endured was not for nothing. I'm about to bring beauty from the very ashes you tried to hide. Are you ready? Then breathe. Listen. And follow me into the final part of this message. My precious child, now that your heart is open, now that your spirit is still, let me prepare you for what's ahead. This is no longer just a word, it is an invitation. 2025 will require courage. Not the kind you fake in front of others, but the kind that comes from knowing who walks beside you. The world will shift again. What once felt secure may shake. But if your foundation is in me, you will not fall. That is why I am calling you to prepare, not in fear, but in wisdom. I want to give you 3 things to carry with you. Not in your hands, but in your heart. First, carry stillness. This world will reward noise. But I reward those who seek me in silence. Make stillness your sanctuary. Each morning, before the chaos begins, sit with me. Even for 5 minutes. Write down 3 things you still believe for. Not because you see them, but because you trust me. This practice will rebuild your hope, day by day. Stillness will become your strategy. Peace will become your power. Second, carry forgiveness. Bitterness is a weight. It anchors your soul in yesterday. But 2025 will require agility. You must move when I say move. And unforgiveness will keep your feet stuck. Start with one name. Pray for them. Not because they deserve it, but because your healing depends on it. I cannot pour fresh oil into a vessel filled with poison. Clean it out, my child. Let love in again. Third, carry focus. The enemy is afraid of a focused child of God. That is why he sends distractions disguised as opportunities. Not everything good is God. And in this season, discernment will protect your destiny. Be slow to speak, quick to pray. Not every open door is for you. But I will show you which ones lead to life. Ask me first. Always. I long to guide you, not just in crisis, but in the ordinary. And now, let me say this again, do not be afraid. I am with you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time for what I've planned. What felt like loss was really alignment. What felt like delay was really protection. What felt like the end is actually the beginning. I will redeem what was stolen. I will restore what was broken. I will refresh what has gone dry. But you must walk with me, not just on Sundays, not just when life hurts, but daily. Moment by moment. I don't just want to fix your situation. I want to walk with you through it. I want to be your safe place. Your constant. Your counselor. Your peace. If this message pierced your heart, that wasn't me. That was the Holy Spirit. If your eyes are tearing up, let them. That's healing. If you feel hope rising, hold it. That's me. Working in you. Right now. And now I invite you, take 10 seconds. Right where you are. No music. No words. Just silence. Let me speak into the silence. Let my spirit rest on you now. Child, I love you. And I'm not done with you yet. 3 life applications you can start today. 1. Every morning, write down 3 things you're still hoping for, and speak them aloud as declarations of faith. 2. Choose one person to forgive this week. Begin with prayer. Then write a note, even if you don't send it. 3. Set a daily 5-minute stillness session with no phone, no talking, just invite God in and listen. If this message reached your soul, don't keep it to yourself. There's someone in your life who needs to hear God's voice too. Share this message. Comment Amen if you receive it. And if you're ready to walk with me into 2025 with peace, just whisper this: Yes, Lord. I trust you. Let your faith rise. Let your heart rest. The future is not to be feared, it is to be walked hand in hand with me. Jesus.